coming this way. Wait a minute, hey, I'm ghosted!
By Roz Hernandez.
Oh my God. Ah! Jodie Sweetin.
Hello. Hi, Roz.
So nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Your hair looks fabulous today.
Thank you. I had so much fun at your show.
Thank you. Oh my God, you were hilarious and amazing. We're talking about my ridiculous comedy pageant that I put on called Smoke Show with Sweetin.
I'm a pageant queen. I love a pageant.
Right? And a ridiculous, insane, chaotic one, even better.
It was so fun. I'm so happy to see you doing like stand up like in that world.
Thank you. Yeah. It's been a lot of fun.
You're so cool.
Oh my God, please. No. I'm really not. But
Yeah,
I appreciate
are.
you. I'll take it.
Okay. I was like, does Jodie Sweetin have ghost stories? I
Hell
Googled
yeah.
you know how they have like that weird AI thing comes up now? Like
Oh God, I know. AI is everywhere.
I typed in Jodie Sweetin haunted.
I did a ghost show.
It did say Jodie Sweetin is not known to be haunted by ghosts. However,
Thanks, AI. Yeah. She's not known to be a demon herself, per se.
however,
But-
she's known a few. Okay, wait, but one thing that did come up that I'm so excited about, and I absolutely saw this when it happened, Tyler Henry.
Yeah.
You got to go to the iconic Tyler Henry
I did.
Hollywood Medium.
I did. And let me tell you, it was, he was brought up a story that no one outside of like 3 people in my family have ever told. And it was a story that was told to me, God, I don't know, 15, 20 years even before I did that and never talked about it. It wasn't like a running, it wasn't something I've ever mentioned somewhere that you could find. It was pretty incredible.
What was the story?
So he started off saying that there was someone there to see me and they had something wrong with their leg. My grandmother had passed and she had broken her femur 7 times. So she was in a leg brace for, the last 20 years of her life and wheelchair and walker and all of that. But her left leg was really problematic. And he was like, yeah, she has, something with her leg. And he said, and she wants you, like, there's a story that only you would know that she wants you that she's going to remind you of so that you know that she's actually, here. And
yeah.
it was, she said, he said, she's saying something about a bus that someone got left on a bus. Did you get left? There's somebody on a bus, and I was like, oh my God. When my mom was young, maybe 5 or 6, my grandmother, who didn't drive, took her on the bus to go shopping somewhere. And my grandmother got off the bus and my mom was still on the bus and went to whatever the next stop it was. And, it was the 50s or so. I'm sure the bus driver brought her back and everything. But I was like that. And I hadn't thought of that story in years since my grandmother and my mom brought it up, because we were just joking about like how you get busy as a mom and forget stuff and this and that, and she was like, "Oh well, I forgot your mom on the bus."
Literally,
once.
I forgot my child one time.
Yeah. And so that was like the story that was there to kind of, I think, connect it to be really like this is something that nobody knows.
So he's the real deal, huh?
I mean, there was a lot of really powerful stuff. And of course, I wish I could remember all of it. I should go back and watch the episode because
that's what I've heard is that it goes longer, way longer than...
Oh, wait, we were there, hours. And it was because they picked the most interesting moments out of it because there's, some stuff that you're like, oh yeah, that was, so-and-so and okay, well then hi,
Yeah, okay, don't really have much to say.
Out of the way, get to the interesting ones. But yeah, it was really cool. And it wasn't like we didn't do it in my house, so there was nothing flagging any type of, you know what I mean? Like sometimes people be like, oh, well, they come to your house and there's a picture of your grandma standing there with a walker. And I'm like, no, there was none of that. So
God, that's
I have
cool.
several cool ghost stories. I did a whole nother ghost show for Fox.
Wait, what is this one?
So I did a show, Celebrity Ghost something? Celebrity.
Is this the Exorcism?
Celebrity Ghost Hunters. Yes.
This
Celebrity
one for
Ghost-
Tubi.
Yes, that's what it was for Tubi.
With my friend Rachel Stavis.
Yes.
She's the
Exorcist. I have really cool stories with her. Also living in a haunted place that my daughter saw something. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
This is your dream. Okay, Jodie Sweetin. So let's just do the full Jodie Sweetin's paranormal life.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so when you were growing up, were you raised believing in ghosts or?
Not particularly, but I was the kid who at like 7, 8 years old would go to the library that was around the corner of my house and check out all of the books on Amityville and exorcisms and all of the stuff. Like, I read every Fear Street book. I read every Christopher R.L. Stein. All of it. Like, I have always been obsessed with that kind
Where
of stuff.
Where does that come from?
I don't know. I've just always been interested in kind of the darker stuff. I mean, I'm still a true crime fan, ghost, haunted thrillers. I like to be scared. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday.
Me too.
I had a 12-foot werewolf in my front yard last year. It was amazing.
Where do you get a 12-foot werewolf?
I didn't buy it. It was a company that does like front decor, and I've had them do my Christmas lights for years, and they were like, "We start doing Halloween now," and I got a freaking 12-foot howling werewolf.
Do you dress up?
You know what? I don't anymore because I hate being dressed up. It's always uncomfortable. There's a wig. I'm sweating. There's makeup. My husband doesn't want to dress up.
That's work.
It's work, and you're out, and there's drunk people, and I don't drink.
It's for the amateurs to have their fun.
It's for the young. It's for the youth. It's for the
Yes.
youth. I'm not as young as I used to be on the inside.
But so as a kid and stuff, did you have experiences that were paranormal?
I did. I remember vividly. It wasn't necessarily paranormal, but it was a premonition, and I used to I would get beyond deja vu at times where I would know what was coming. Like, oh, you're going to put that over there, right? Like and so I was, oh gosh, how old was I? 9 or 10. And we were sitting in the family room watching TV, and the phone rings back in the days of landlines. And I knew immediately that it was a phone call that my dad's dad, my grandpa, had died. Now, mind you, this is someone who we didn't see very often. We would, who it wasn't like a huge part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I immediately knew as the phone rang, I was like, oh no. And my mom was like, looked at me and picks up the phone and has a conversation. And I was like, Grandpa died, didn't he? And she was like, yeah, okay.
Was he sick or anything?
No, he had a heart attack. He just passed. I mean, he was older, But again, it wasn't like we just spent time with him necessarily. So that was one of those little like, okay, interesting, flag that kind of moments.
Yeah. Are you a reincarnation person? Like, do you believe in past lives?
I do and I don't. So I'm also a big science nerd. So sometimes there is this conflict of what it might be and what I want it to be, and I try
Let it be both.
Well, this is the thing. I think, and whatever, call me crazy. I think that right now our understanding of physics, of the universe, the laws of physics that we think are all that are there, I think is wrong. And I think that if we just do not have the ability and the science yet to understand that the different worlds and different existences that can sometimes bleed and cross over.
Sure.
That's what I think it is I think it's at some day, if we're ever, thousands of years, we'll blow ourselves up well before that. But I would like to think that it's a science that we just don't quite get yet, sort of like quantum superpositioning where two things can be in one place at once and, stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Here's why I'm asking this. I sometimes seeing you as a child, I'm like, That's a grown up in there.
My mom used to say the same thing. She interviewed me actually when I was like 18 months, 2 years, and 3 or something on these little video voice recorder things. And it's wild to listen to the full sentences at 18 months old and 2 years old that I was putting together when asked questions and stuff. My mom was always like, you're just like a little old soul.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, that's okay. Whoever's listening, God, whatever.
Right. Universe.
Let me be a child star the next one. Like, because I'll, like, give me this personality.
Honey, not in these days. No.
Oh, maybe not
God,
now.
no.
The 80s?
You know what? Be a child star on Full House because we had a really great experience.
Okay.
I can't speak for anyone else, but ours was good and relatively normal, and no one was abused. So, yeah. Because that you could really wind up in a.
That's true.
You could wind up like what's his, like a Macaulay Culkin child star where the dad steals all your money and crazy, or like Drew Barrymore, poor thing, her mom was nuts.
That's true, but I just feel like my personality on like a 2-year-old girl would be we'd be in the money.
I agree. If we could just put your head on a 2-year-old, that would be. I mean, AI, anything's possible.
Hasn't figured it out yet. So okay, you lived in a haunted house.
Okay, so
wait a second. Sorry, before we get to that, because I don't want to forget this.
Yes.
Before we started recording, you had mentioned that you had seen Sylvia Browne live.
Yes, back in the day, my first husband and I, there's been a few. My first husband and I were like, it was like when the peak Sylvia Browne, Montel Jordan, like all that. Montel Williams. Montel Jordan was this is how we do it. Right. I don't think those two were ever connected, but it would be interesting.
What we need is a verse on that song by Sylvia Browne. This is how we do it.
Right, yeah. But yeah, we went and saw her, I think it was at the Palladium.
Stop. Okay, that's big time, Sylvia.
Yeah, saw her at the Palladium. Did
she come out on wires or something?
No, I wish. No, she came out in a puff of smoke.
Hell yeah!
And just put it. No,
would she smoke on stage?
No, God, no. No, she didn't. But she, did her Sylvia Browne thing like she did on Montel Williams.
What inspired you to go see Sylvia Browne?
Because I read all the books and shit. My husband did too at the time. Like I was all for it. Maybe she's a crazy person. Maybe she's a liar. I don't know.
Why didn't you ever go to her for an appointment?
Because I don't know. This was like in my 20s when I was kind of like, I'd been out of the thing for a little while. I wasn't about to,
Yeah.
But no, I was like really interested in her. Yeah. And my aunt and uncle were also like very woo-woo. They lived in Sedona. My aunt worked at a place called Crystal Magic. Like I grew up going out there in the summer, like 30 years ago when there was no street lights and dirt roads and nothing.
I love Sedona.
So yeah, it was there was that influence too of, I always I would stay in their meditation room and I would be surrounded by sort of esoteric kind of Eastern philosophy and reincarnation and past lives and all this stuff. So it was just kind of something that I always absorbed and was like,
yeah,
there's something interesting here.
Do you like crystals and that sort of a thing?
I do. I'm not good at knowing what all the properties are.
Sure.
But I do. I mean, I have a bunch. On full moons, when I remember, I'll try to put them outside in their little salt baths so they can soak up the moon energy. And, I'll do a little manifestation and all that kind of stuff. So
every time there's a full moon, if I remember, I do it. And then I'm always like, does this do anything? I don't know. I'm not taking my chances.
Here's the thing. We know scientifically.
Here we go.
That water, that water is affected by the gravity of the moon, right?
Thank you.
So the salinity of the water, when you put salt in it, must do something as well to the water. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say, even though it's not a body of water, it's a puddle, that it still has some microscopic effect of that.
And it's your intention.
Exactly. That honestly, that's really what it is. At the end of the day, whether it is or isn't, if you act like you're just trying to go about the world and be a decent person, then who cares?
Crystals are not, it's like some of these people.
I'll carry, sometimes I have a little it was like a fidget spinner, but like just a little rock in my pocket because I'm ADHD and fidgety.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love crystals because at the end of the day, they're beautiful. They're really pretty.
I have a skull made out of fool's gold on it's about this big, on my mantle.
Wait. This, do you see this?
Ooh, yeah. Is that Darth Vader? It looks like, from here, it literally looks like Darth Vader as a skull.
Now, I'm kind of afraid to take it out because apparently it's haunted.
Okay.
This is obsidian, I believe.
Ooh, yes, obsidian. I love it. I'm wearing an obsidian ring.
Ah! It's supposed to keep away the bad. So this was given to me on the show by celebrity exorcist Rachel Status.
Rachel gave it to you?
Yeah, and she said there's a spirit of a lady in there. She was a teacher.
Okay.
She lives in here, and she's just kind of listening.
Oh, hi. I was going to be a teacher. I worked in school, so I get it. They're terrible.
Jiha, what was her name again? I forget what the ghost name is.
It's Lois.
Oh,
Lois.
That sounds like a teacher name. I get it.
Lois.
Hi, Lois.
Yes, Lois.
Lois.
Okay, do you believe that that's a real thing, that there could be a ghost inside of something?
I think that like energy can be absorbed by things. I think you can walk into a room sometimes and pick up on things that you feel that you don't know why you feel them. Yeah, I do. But I believe that there's a lot of things that we just don't understand yet that like are true or are real, but maybe not in the way we're thinking of them.
And maybe we'll never know.
Exactly. And honestly, like I'm kind of okay with that.
That's fun.
I'm like, you know what? I don't need to know for sure.
Yeah.
But I like believing in something and having some sort of, I'm not religious, but I feel like the idea of energy continuing and spreading and coming into new things and being absorbed by others and sort of the continuity of that cycle. Like for me, that is what I believe in. It's just this,
yeah, absolutely. Well, and what I always say is like, if we did know, that would put me out of business. I got nothing to talk. This wouldn't be that interesting.
Sylvia Brown wouldn't have been shit.
She wouldn't have been shit.
Nothing. And Long Island Medium, please.
But that's why when I hear all this UFO stuff, and people always want to talk to me about the UFO, this new thing came out. I'm like,
there's UFOs. There've been UFOs for a while, but they don't look like little alien people like we think. The government knows stuff, and that's it.
It's what it is.
It is what it is.
But I don't want to know too much. I don't want to know too much because then it's not too exciting. Because then it's just our neighbors that like live like kind of far away.
What if they live in the ocean?
Or in the ocean. I like that.
That's been a new theory that I've heard, that they're actually like the ocean dwelling, and that's the orbs and stuff that come out of the water. And it's again, maybe it's some technology that we don't understand, because I do think that exists. If we're the pinnacle in this universe, I am so bummed.
Honey.
You know what I mean? If somebody else hasn't survived beyond this and figured some really cool shit out, I'm really disappointed.
Well, that's why I'm fully convinced that they are so much more advanced than us wherever they are.
Yeah, we're like little pets. They're like, God, look at them. You know?
I know, and it's probably like embarrassing. They're probably
they're probably like, oh, we should like study them. We're like little frogs that you take apart in like an anatomy class.
Exactly.
We're nothing. We're
just like tearing apart our little habitat.
Right. They're like, do you think they know what they have?
Exactly. Well, we've got a Jodie Sweetin ghost story is what we have.
We do.
So you lived in a haunted house.
Okay. So I lived this was in between, working on Fuller House and all that. This was after I had my two daughters. They were younger at the time. My younger daughter, Beatrix, was about 2.5, 3. I think like 2.5. And my older daughter was 5. So I worked for this company, and they had turned this property up on Wonderland. They had turned it into a sober living, and they were going to use it as like an event space and all this stuff. It is 3 addresses. It is a former U.S. Military base of some sort, not base, but military operation of some sort, where they used to make propaganda films during World War II and the Cold War.
Oh my God.
So there is an entire sound stage there.
Really?
All of the walls are 18-inch thick concrete because it is a bomb shelter.
What?
It goes 3 stories down into the hill, subterranean. Jesus. And so there's old film vaults. And when I say old, it's like that green metal from like the 50s.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? That like you can picture in a school or it's that like giant sliding doors. That's where I stored a bunch of my stuff because I was going through a really shitty divorce and had to be out of my place. And so the people I worked for were like, there's an apartment on the ground floor there that has a separate entrance. It's got its own little driveway and it's got a small kitchen and a bathroom. And it was like literally like 1,200 square feet, but it was just a giant like room, the small kitchen with a hole drilled into the concrete so you could see out.
Now, where was this in relation to the famous Wonderland murders?
Up the hill a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Up the hill. And you kind of have to drive and you don't really notice it. It's actually also the property that Jared Leto bought at one point and was trying to turn into something.
Okay.
It's giant and it's not at all a home. You know what I mean? Like it's got all these levels and you could, there's like a gigantic gallery, there's a stage. You could do any number of things with this place. I don't know if it's still there. Probably. But I moved in and because they were like, you can stay here for a little while, rent free. You're working for us and until you figure out kind of what's next. So I was like, okay, great. So, the door was locked that went into the rest of the house. We had our own entrance. I had a little patio. I actually have very fond memories of it. Like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the space. And now there had been rumors when our company had moved in there and our handyman kept saying that he heard a woman's voice calling his name. And he would be the only one over there and he would talk to me because I was director of operations. He'd be like, Jodie, there's like, I heard it. And I was like, there probably is. That shit is weird. Who knows? They might have tortured people down there. Like God only knows.
Who knows?
Who knows? The government, who knows? So he, had told me all of this stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I kind of know. You'd expect it in a place like this.
But that doesn't stop you.
No, I didn't. We're fine. So we moved in, and in the bathroom. First of all, the tub, I'm not even kidding you, you could have fit 2 of these in this gigantic, big, huge black bathtub. The kids thought it was like a pool.
This is my dream.
They loved it. It was like a black and white Scarface bathroom. It was wild. Hadn't been redone probably since the 70s. So I'm getting B out of the bath and I'm standing there and I'm brushing my teeth. And I hear B kind of through the doorway in the other room going, no, I don't want to. No. And it was just me and her. Zoe was at kindergarten. And so I was like, B, what are you doing? And she kind of came around the corner and she was like, Mommy, can you please tell the lady in the corner that I don't want to talk to her right now because she's scaring me. She was about 3 when she said, the lady in the corner is scaring me. And so I was like, okay. So I came and walked around the corner and I talked to it. And I was like, I didn't see anything or whatever, but I was like, hey, I know we're sharing your space and I don't know whether you do or don't want us here, but we're just here a little while. And, if you could please not scare my little ones because they don't quite understand what's happening. And, if you need to come see me, I come say hi, I guess. I kind of made a joke and I was like, I let it go. But I definitely would hear knocking on the door.
But how are you so chill about that? I would be like, we're out of here.
It happened to the Roosevelt too. There was a continual knocking on my door that I had there. And my friend Brooke was there to witness it and we laugh about it because he was like, I heard it. Like it was, and we'd open the door, nothing there. I don't know. I like, there's, my kids say that there's a ghost in the front part of our house because it was built in the 40s. And
your current one?
Yeah. And they're like, I think there's a ghost, and sometimes you'll get a weird, like stepping in that room where there's nobody there and stuff. But I just talked to it and I'm like, hey, not tonight,
So after you talked to this ghost with your daughter, then what? Was it fine?
Then it was fine. She didn't come
nice
back.
Lady.
Like I said, I noticed knocking.
Sure.
There would be light things, that would go on in the middle of the night. Like the lamp would turn on or something, things like that. But nothing ever scary or intimidating or it didn't feel like she was like mad or whatever. It didn't feel like it was mad. It just maybe felt like it was like, hi. And
I want to know who this woman is because that's one thing about history anywhere, but like particularly LA, there's like so much dark-sided stuff.
There is. Those tours, the like dark side of LA tours and stuff. I love that.
But there's a lot of it where it's like, who knows? Like, who knows if somebody, like, they find a body in a field somewhere, could they have died in that house?
Right.
Like, you don't know.
Right?
There wouldn't be a record.
Could they have been a spy during the Cold War that got taken to this clandestine off-the-map place and held 3 floors underneath the 18-inch thick walls and was questioned and interrogated? Possibly. There's a lot of rooms down there that were really and it had, so you'd go downstairs because I had to go down and store stuff like from my garage because, I had a bunch of shit post-divorce. So I had to store my stuff in the old film vaults.
Terrifying.
I would walk down, but the worst part is that they were the kind of lights that were on a sensor. So if you didn't move for a while, they would just switch off.
I hate that.
And so, but they would switch off in the order that they went on, right? So it would just be like dink, dink, dink. And I was like, it was freaky. I knew what it was, but I was like, come on.
Still.
Yeah. So I'd have to like run around and be like waving my arms. Yeah. The ghost was probably like, what is this lady doing?
What about the celebrity exorcism thing?
So I did that with Shar Jackson.
Yes.
And Meta World Peace.
Yes.
AKA Ron Artest, who I love, by the way. He was so great. And he was so terrified during all this. And it was so funny because he was like, you have to protect me. I was like, me? Do you know who you are? Like,
honestly, I get that from you. Like I feel like I would feel safe around you with ghosts.
I mean, I'm usually the one that's like in any situation, ghosts or something terrible. I'm like, I'll be the one that's like running towards the terrible thing instead of away from it.
There's also like a mom quality about it or something that like I feel protected. Like
I'd like to think so. Yeah. I'd like to think so.
Wasn't this, because literally this podcast has been going on since 2018 or 19 or something like that. And Rachel's been on this show a million times. And we had her on when she was promoting this. And so I remember watching it. And,
right.
Because it was at the American Horror Story house.
We did
right?
one night at the American Horror, at that house, which is, first of all, incredible. I want to live in an old house. I love antiques. I love the thought that maybe somebody's energy is attached to things. I have weird stuff in my house. So like being in that house, I also loved first season of American Horror Story.
Yes.
Was really, really cool. But we definitely went to some other places that, look, maybe is it that you want to feel it? Is it that you do feel, I don't know. But I would like to think I'm a relatively, like I said, sensitive person to energies in a room or in a space. And sometimes you can just, sometimes I'm not uncomfortable in the dark or in an abandoned space. I'm like, it's fine. Yeah. But sometimes you're like, I don't know. And we went to a couple places like that. But yeah, I didn't have a problem. I was like, let's chat. Where are you? Let's go.
Good for you.
I just think, I just hope someone talks to me when I'm dead,
Really?
Yeah, as long as they're not annoying.
That's
if they
my
are,
problem.
then I have to haunt them away.
See, because I spend a lot of time on YouTube watching these people that are communicating with the ghosts, and I'm like, I don't want to talk to you when I'm alive.
That's true.
I wouldn't want to talk to you when I'm dead.
That's true.
Some of these people that are just like so
true.
annoying.
Yeah, not if I was dead. Yeah, not even.
Well, and that's the thing too, like celebrities, there's like such a culture on the internet of people like trying to talk to a celebrity when they're dead.
Right. I bet you Elvis is like, can y'all shut up and leave me alone?
Seriously.
Yeah.
And Elvis is so many places too. Like Elvis and Marilyn Monroe are haunting 50,000 different places at once.
Right. Meanwhile, they're like, no,
The Roosevelt is where you can find.
Well, the Roosevelt, I don't know about Maryland at the Roosevelt, but there's definitely something at the Roosevelt. Like I said, I've stayed there. I've spent far too much time at the Roosevelt in my 20s. And yes, I was drinking heavily, but this was a time I was sober, and it was with my friend Brooke. And we were in the room, and we'd be sitting there, and you'd just hear, and I was like, oh my God. So I get up and I was like, oh, there's nothing there. But I also am looking down the hall. There's not anyone else walking into a room, like a door knock that I would have heard anywhere else.
Right.
So yeah, and it kept happening.
Was this like in the main building?
Yeah.
Or yeah. Because there's also the Marilyn Monroe suite or whatever is like by the pool.
Yes, my friend Dutch was living in there while his house was being renovated for that summer. So he was there for like 3 months.
Did he say it was haunted?
And no, I don't know. What haunted with like a bunch of wild fucking party people.
Well, and that's the
too
thing
much cocaine,
too.
but yeah.
It's like who knows, what
Right.
kind of people are partying and their energy gets left behind.
Right.
Like I don't
Who
know.
knows?
Who knows?
But yeah, the Roosevelt definitely. There's supposed to be some stuff there. But I have a great Rachel story.
Okay.
So
Has she done an exorcism on you?
not an exorcism, but I did go to her house. We each went to her house to do kind of a talk reading sort of thing. And she brought up to me, she said, I feel like there's someone who's like a parental figure, like a dad figure. And this was, years ago. Bob hadn't passed, it wasn't him. But I was adopted, and my biological father was killed in a prison riot. And I know, I'm just going to drop that there and leave it. But
Okay.
But he died a very traumatic death. But before his death, he had been writing letters home and asking about me, how I was, all this stuff. So there was a connection there. And she was like, I see this male figure. And she kind of started giving some details about things that were, again, things that only I would know. And what she said was, she said, he'll communicate with you through music. So pay attention to the music that comes on when you're in places. And I get in my car, and I'm not kidding. This song had not played on my Spotify before. Do I like Beyonce? Yes. But had this song played? No. Daddy Issues by Beyonce. It was the first song that was playing when I got in my car and turned it on, leaving her house. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take it. Hi.
She's
And then
the
I
real
heard
deal.
that song over and over and over and over and over again when we were shooting. And then I haven't heard it. It hasn't come up on my Spotify in years.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
If anyone listening doesn't know who we're talking about, she goes by R.H. Stavis. She is an exorcist who can see demons, and also she's like also a great psychic medium. I've gone to her place
She
before.
lives really close to me.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I've been to her place many times where
I
she's
love it. All the mirrors, it's so
there's
great.
chimes.
Yes, it's so magical.
Yeah, and she sometimes will do like, I think she calls it platforming or something, where she like just does like a Sylvia Brown reading to the room,
yeah.
and she'll have like people over. And I've never been there without people crying. She gets never my people, my dead people they've had enough. They don't want to talk.
Maybe they don't want to talk to you either. You know what I mean? They're like, they're like, well, she said she didn't want to talk to us. We ain't talking to her
I don't want
either.
to talk to you either. But yeah, she always gets people like good. She'll get them good.
I'm also one of those people that like, I know what the tricks are of a bad psychic or medium, which is say something vague, wait for a response, say something else, wait, basically leading the charge unknowingly. So I just go, interesting.
But what, did she get in your Spotify and that's where you go.
Right.
Okay.
But that's what there was stuff that she told me that I didn't, again, things that no one would have known that were deeply personal, that she mentioned and that I did not go, I was kind of like, okay.
You gotta be a little poker face.
A little poker face, because I want to not be giving them any, you know what I mean? I want it to be genuine. I don't want to feel like this was somehow a parlor trick, you know?
Right.
Speaking of parlor tricks, have you ever been to the Winchester Mystery House?
Yes.
I love it. It's so cool.
It's really cool.
I know. I want to go back again because I was a kid when I went.
Oh, really? You gotta go. No, it's so cool.
I got to go. So I was doing an appearance in San Jose, and my mom would always try and tie in something fun that I would get to do if I had to travel on weekends, like in between work. And the fun thing I wanted to do was go to the Winchester Mystery House because I'd read all the books about it. Yes. So yeah, we went. It was really cool.
You know what I want to do? I'm so curious about just all your different beliefs,
Okay.
Especially with like the science, because I'm similar to you, where I'm like, I don't want to believe everything is...
Right. Like, not everything is woo-woo. There are a lot of things that I know that I like to interpret as woo-woo that probably aren't, that are, you know, Neil deGrasse Tyson would be like, that's actually just a statistical probability. To which case I would say, Neil, you need to settle down and let me have my moment.
Exactly.
But
taking all the fun out of everything.
Taking all the fun. But no, I do. I don't want to be gullible. I don't want to be one of those people that just blindly is like, it's all real. But I don't want to also be one of those people that's like, this is all bullshit.
Exactly. Well,
keep an open mind.
But that's what, like, I want people to have critical thinking skills.
Ooh,
and
I'm sorry, you're not gonna get that. You should give that desire up because that doesn't exist.
At least the people that listen to this show and like the people I surround myself with, because like you see so much with religion, just like blindly believing something to be true or not, or whatever. And it's like, really think about it for like 2 seconds.
Well, there are people who just want someone to tell them how to be and who to be.
I know.
And you know, religion is usually great for them.
True.
Because they just need someone to tell them the rules and what to be and what not to be and what they can and can't do and say and can't say.
Right.
You know, being out in the world and just realizing that you're just a piece of stardust sort of existing with a bunch of other ones and who knows what could happen because the universe is built on chaos. Like, that's a little less comforting, but also true.
I love thinking of myself as a piece of stardust.
We are. Just all little. I mean,
it's better than meat suit. I think we're
stardust wrapped in a meat suit. There we go. Yeah. In the deep core of us, we're stardust. Yeah.
Okay, let's just like go through some supernaturally things in here. The Jodie Sweetin take.
Okay.
What do you think about like coincidences or like?
Oh, I am such a like right place, right time. Like it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I manifest things. I am really like, I know when I'm in flow with universe because I just feel it. There's little things that come up. I randomly see 19s all the time when I'm really in flow. It's like a weird lucky number for me. And people are like, well, you see 19 all the time. I'm like, okay, yeah, probably. But it almost always comes after I've been thinking about something. Oh, I don't know. Should I, shouldn't I? Or am I not? And it'll like just be there. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe it's me. But I will also have moments where I notice a long time where I'm not getting necessarily those things. And it's usually when I feel anxious, like I'm not in my flow. And so I don't know. I take it as like that's when I feel and when I see like my little 19s when they show up, whatever it might be. I just go, okay, I'm in flow. I'm hanging.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about curses? Do you believe in that?
I don't believe in curses necessarily, but I think you can curse yourself by carrying a particular energy around.
Yeah.
You know, dragging yourself down with it. I mean, look, I would like to think that curses work because I hear that there have been a lot of witches who have been working very hard since around January 20th of 2025. So I'd love to believe that things like that are real.
Yeah, what's going on with these witches?
I don't know. Well, I mean, they got a hand. You know what? They got Lindsay. That's what it was. Yeah, they were like, oh shit, wrong one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely believe like coincidences and all of that kind of stuff are, yeah.
Okay. Sure. What do you think about like a Bigfoot? Do you think Bigfoot's real?
I don't know. Because I want to think that we would have discovered that by now. But I also know that there are a lot of places like deep in the Amazon and deep in the Alaskan wilds and in forests that no human has ever been in. So like, maybe it could hide out there. But I think I'm a little more skeptical of. I think it's...
But what about this? What if it is a magical... mythical creature?
See, there's a lot of indigenous stories that have stuff like that, and I'd go with that.
Like, what if it's something that can disappear? Like you see it and you're like,
the
I'm going to catch it,
invisible
and it's
Sasquatch.
gone.
Oh, like a little fairy kind of, but big
Do you
and
believe
hairy.
in fairies? Hairy fairies?
I don't know. I believe so. I went to Scotland recently and went to some of the stones that are magnetic and have all kinds of stuff. That was really cool. And there was definitely like an energy there. You have we had divining rods, and we'd walk through and they would just snap to each rock because they were so magnetic. Like it was really cool.
Have you been to Stonehenge?
I have. My mom and I went on our UK trip. We went to Stonehenge.
Cool.
It was amazing and really puts in perspective like time and what people are capable of with very little resources. And again, that's one of those things. We have we see them, but we don't know how they did it necessarily. We don't know where they came from, how they, all the specifics. So like we have our ideas.
Sure.
But so what's to say that things that we can't see, that we don't have any idea about how they work?
Let's do one more.
Okay.
What do you think about Ouija boards?
I think Ouija boards are super fun.
You do them?
I do. I remember doing one with my cousins in their grandmother's basement in Iowa during a tornado warning. And we were down there and we were doing it, and we scared the shit out of ourselves. I don't think anything actually happened, but yeah, we just went screaming up to the, kitchen. Yeah.
Like when you were a kid, or
yeah,
this
when I was
recently?
a kid. No, this was not recently. Although we did use one with Rachel when we were doing some of that, and my friend Char's really good friend who has passed came through in a lot of ways on the Ouija board.
So do you don't think that it's like some evil, scary thing that could open up a portal to the other side?
I mean, can't be any worse than here. You know what I mean? Like, shit, take me to a portal. You know what I mean? I'll take my chances, see what's over there.
I already know what's going on over here.
We know what's here. But yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily believe that there's like a hell and like you know what I mean? I don't believe in that. I think that it's just this existence of energy, and it's either filled with good intention or bad intention.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Can I show you a haunted doll?
Please do.
Okay.
Is it the one from Zach? What's his name?
No, it's not from Zach. What's his name? It's from eBay.com.
Oh, okay.
It's time for
The Dolls Are Living.
So this is what I do. I go to eBay.com.
Yes.
And I type in haunted doll.
Oh my God,
there's
amazing.
like hundreds.
Of course
thousands.
there are. The things that you can find on eBay.
You can find anything. They have currently a doll going for $39.99 named Brenda.
Feels like a discount.
Kind of a discount diva. Not the most expensive
Brenda's
I've seen.
She's your average haunt.
And she very much is, because it comes with a bio of her. But first, let's look at her. Jiha, can you show us Brenda, please?
Brenda. My mom used to collect dolls like that.
Really?
I lived in a house with cabinets of dolls.
Really?
I did not like it. I did not like it. I would put my American Girls and face the wall when I went to bed at night. Yeah. But like stuff like this, a lot of dolls. Creepy as shit.
There is a part of me that, like, there is a doll lady somewhere deep within me, but I haven't taken that step, and I'm not going to.
I don't mind it if you're leaning into the creepy aspect of it, but just in general, like, yeah. My mom has an original Barbie, though. Like, since she was a kid, she loved dolls.
The original.
In the box and everything. Yeah.
Okay, so she's got bangs. Love that.
I love the curls. Her hair is. It's very.
Gorgeous hair.
It's very Mormon wives.
Yes, she's kind of, I don't know, 1800s. Or...
You know what? No, she's. You know what she is? She's an 80s, early 90s antique reproduction is what she is. She is not actually.
Well,
antique.
sure.
So,
but here's the thing: there's a former living human being that is now somehow inside of this doll.
how does this person have multiple haunted dolls for sale? Like, are they just like trapping people in dolls and then selling them on eBay? Is this like a supernatural human trafficking sort of thing?
I think so, honestly.
Because how does she have their bio? How does she know? Is she talking to the doll?
She's done like Ouija boards and, just sitting around talking, getting to know the doll.
I feel like anyone that's listing something for $39.99, it's too infomercial of a number.
Well,
feels a little less genuine.
Let me tell you the backstory.
Okay, let's hear about Brenda.
So Brenda was 52.
Okay.
She was found in Indiana.
Okay.
It says she passed away after complications from pneumonia.
Okay.
She was divorced. She raised 3 kids. She worked most of her life in a roadside diner.
Damn, Brenda had it rough. Okay, she was just making it work.
It's just making it work, honey. She was the kind of person who always had something to say, whether you wanted to hear it or not. So it probably wasn't hard getting this bio out of her.
That's true.
She had a sharp tongue and an even sharper sense of humor. She cusses constantly when they're doing spirit box sessions, like when they're having their device. So she's constantly like, "Listen, I was a fucking waitress, you motherfucker."
Okay. Brenda's a little angry. Maybe a little resentful. 3 kids, divorced, at a roadside diner.
It's time for Brenda's life to really take off. So I hope whoever buys her...
buy Brenda for $39.99 and release her somewhere in a field.
It says, underneath all of her sass, she's surprisingly protective. I've never seen her be physically aggressive or try to frighten anyone. She's more like a feisty aunt who complains about everything but secretly cares about everyone in the room. You will smell a strong cigarette smoke smell briefly.
Because the lady selling it for $39.99 smokes packs a day. It probably has 37 cats. Like, there's also cat hair from Brenda's cat that has remained attached to her that holds very special meaning. The cat hair is sold separately.
It says if you have a rocking chair, it might slightly move when no one's near it. And also, coffee mugs or TV remotes are usually found in unusual places when Brenda's around.
Oh, okay.
So, $39.99.
That's a deal.
If anyone's looking, if anyone's in the market,
for a haunted doll.
Okay, next thing. Can I play you some ghost voices?
Yeah.
Okay. It's time for EVPs or EV Police. Okay, EVP, electronic voice phenomenon. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they're the EVP, sometimes they're the EV Police. Mm-hmm. I find these on YouTube. This first one, pretty good.
Okay.
It is from somebody named Weeping Willow 2010. And they recorded
I take everything seriously from someone with a name like that.
Absolutely. 2010, great year. And this was
Does that mean she's 16 years old? Because that's how old that's the year my daughter was born in. Just checking.
Oh, that's interesting. I want to say this is an old video.
Okay. It's been years.
It was more 2010 was when they got their account.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking.
Let's go with that.
Which reminds me, my first AOL screen name had 2000 in it because it was the year 2000.
Okay.
26 years ago. Okay. So this was in a local cemetery. What is this ghost saying?
Get off my lawn? No. Do you want to go somewhere?
Yeah,
Something like that? It's
Well, I
sounds
haven't.
like a girl.
Uh-huh.
Can I show you something? Can I show you something?
We're going to need you to pick one.
I'm going to say, can I show you something?
Can I show you something? That is not what they thought. Here's an A, B, C, D.
Okay.
Did they think it was A, would you like some grapes? B, I'd like to show you something? Sorry. I read it wrong. I'd like to do something is what the second one says.
I think you're lying to me now, but that's okay.
No, I'm not.
I can't see your screen, Roz. I don't know. Okay.
Want to play some games? Or D, rest in peace, Lindsey Graham?
I didn't say that for sure. Yeah, no. Oh, bless. Oh, Miss G. I'm gonna go with can I show you something or whatever can we?
I'd like to do something. They think it's want to play some games, which I hear. I mean, it's definitely something. It's something.
Yeah.
If you're in a cemetery and you hear that voice, you got something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it said.
I always try to do that because I love old cemeteries. So like when I was traveling to Scotland and Edinburgh and stuff, I would go. There was one right across from our hotel, and I'd just go hang out in there and like record stuff. And
really?
Yeah. I am that weirdo.
Do you go to any of them in LA?
Hollywood forever, but usually just for like Cinespia to go watch a movie, which Labyrinth 40th anniversary is coming out. And I'm very excited.
You're going?
I haven't bought tickets yet, but I want to.
I never stopped thinking about how I missed Showgirls there when Elizabeth Berkley showed up and gave a speech. It was
amazing.
Iconic. Okay, here is one more. This one was posted by the KY Ghost Hunter, which I'm guessing is Kentucky, not KY Jelly.
I mean, maybe it's...
Or maybe it's both.
Maybe it's both. Sir, if you're in Kentucky, give us a little more context there, because KY Ghost Hunter sounds like you're trying to have your way with some ghosts or something. But at least you use KY. Thank you.
And you know what? Maybe they do. I don't know. I'm not here to kink shame.
No, I'm not kink shaming at all. I'm not kink shaming anyone in Kentucky. Yeah. Okay.
Actually, you know what? I will. If that's what you do, if you're trying to have sex with ghosts with KY lube, I think it's weird.
Well, you can't use the warming sensation one. You know what I mean? Because ghosts are very cold.
They are cold.
And maybe
so
you warm it up a little bit.
Maybe it's just sort of a room temp at that point. Okay, so this was in Kentucky, so I'm guessing that's what that was.
Well, okay.
This was in Grayson County, Kentucky. I don't know the location.
Okay.
What is this ghost saying?
I don't hear anything.
Okay, I'm telling you, when I heard this the first time, I did hear something, and now all I hear is static. Okay, it's going to be one of these A, B, C, D, and maybe this will put something in your ear.
Okay.
Was it A, I like Taco Bell? B, I don't talk to you? C, I taught myself? Or D, it's just a rainstorm?
I feel like it's just a rainstorm.
It's I don't talk to you.
I don't hear anything. But I don't talk to you.
No, I think it's like, I don't talk to you. Wait.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it. But also my kids call me deaf mom because I can't hear shit. So that might be part of the problem.
No, I don't think that was the problem with that one. I think the KY got on the
recorder.
KY,
that's what...
You
can't get a good recording with KY all over it. No, it really messes up the microphone.
Okay. You know what, Jodie Sweetin?
What, Roz?
This is an amazing episode.
Thank you. This was so much fun. When you asked, like, ghosted, I was like, Yes, right up my alley.
You are so perfect for this show. You had amazing stories. We got a Sylvia Brown. We got a Tyler Henry.
Right?
And then you come in with the ghost stories. I mean, Jodie Sweetin, thank you so much.
You are so welcome. My pleasure. And this was super fun.
Tell people what they want. What you want them to
Tell
know.
people what they want to hear. No, you can find me. I have a Full House rewatch podcast that I do with Andrea Barber, who played Kimmy Gibbler.
She got ghost stories?
I don't know. I don't know if she does. I'll ask.
Okay.
But yeah, we do a Full House rewatch podcast because we never watched the show. So we started at the beginning and have been watching it all the way through. We're now in season 7. And there's only 8, so we're getting close to the end. You can also check me out with my comedy pageant, Smoke Show with Sweetin. You can go to smokeshowwithsweetin.com for tickets and date info. We have some coming up in August. And then you can also follow me at Jodie Sweetin or at Smoke Show with Sweetin. And I am, haunting your local Instagram.
I highly recommend people go to your live show. It's so fun.
It's super fun. It's
wild.
Yeah, it is. I always say, I'm like, just anything goes. Leave your shame at the door and have fun.
Well, anyway, that's about it.
All right, girl. Well, bye.
Rest in peace, Lindsey Graff.
I don't want to talk to him.
Lady G.
What's that at the foot of my bed? It's spooky and kooky. I'm pretty sure